Leviathan in manifestation, the old serpent called Satan, the devil, the dragon in manifestation. That's why Michael and the angels warred against him, and it's time to war against the dragon. And the Bible makes it very clear, come on, let us deal wisely, let us be subtle, because if we don't put evil taskmasters over these and give them financial challenges and hardships and afflictions and difficulties, if there arise a war in this nation, they are going to team up with the folks that are fighting us, and they're going to get themselves up out of the house of bondage and go into their own land. Satan always wants to fight prophecy. He's fighting the prophecy over your life because of the events and situations and circumstances that he has created, that you are now panic stricken, you're full of fear and anxiety. The devil is a liar. The Bible says God has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Come on, let's deal wisely. That's the manifestation of the serpent. But the Bible says, behold, I give you power over all the power of the enemy. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. To tread over scorpions and serpents. The psalmist said, in the secret place you trample over the adder, the lion, the young lion, and the dragon. You have power over dragons. And the Bible makes it very clear that in the midst of all the challenges, they appointed evil taskmasters. That's what we're facing right now. Coronavirus is an evil taskmaster, bringing social distancing and all kinds of laws that we never heard of, masks and gloves and shut down and lockdown and all kinds of crises, socially, domestically, financially, mental, psychological, emotional, roller coasters on all platforms, and people are in a place of destitution and hopelessness. But the power of a living God is coming to you to give you a revelation of the times we live in. The times we live in must move you into prayer that produces fire. It is the potency of prayer that brings down the fire. The afflictions and the challenges are because we haven't prayed. The kinds of prayers that will release fire from the altar have not yet reached the heavens. That's why God has stretched the crisis. That's why God has allowed the pandemic. That's why God, because you used to run away from prayer. When I look at you, you were a runaway boy, a runaway girl. Never go for prayer meetings. What's all this prayer? What's all this fasting? What's all this fasting? Apostle Coronavirus will teach you how to pray. Prophet Coronavirus will teach you how to fast. God allows. Nothing happens if God doesn't allow it. Satan is responsible, but God allowed it. Then the Bible says when they couldn't take it anymore and they were heavily afflicted, all the male children were killed, and then the midwives began to spare the male children. But Pharaoh had come up with a decree. Whenever it is time for deliverance, then I prophesy your hour of deliverance. This is the finest hour of the Church of Jesus Christ. This is the finest hour of the people of God. For thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her. Yea, the set time is come. This is your set time for favor. It's your set time for unusual miracles. It's your set time for deliverance. It's your set time for multiple healings. It's your set time for spiritual healing. It's your set time for emotional healing. It's your set time for financial healing. It's your set time for relational healing. It's your set time for governmental, organizational healing. Healing on different platforms. When it's time for healing and deliverance, God intensifies the adversity so that the prayers that will produce fire are released. Without fire, there'll be no signs and wonders. And the Bible